So something very interesting is happening because a specific city is now telling certain people they only have 30 days to leave. It is a very interesting situation that we are now putting ourselves in, but many cities across the United States are about to experience this exact same thing. And I want to explain which city this is, why they're saying this now, and what this means for you and I moving forward. So all I ask is one thing. Takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. So let's talk about the people and the city. First off, the city is New York City. They are now telling immigrants that they have 30 days. That is it. You have 30 days to stay within a shelter within the city, and then after 30 days, you'll be kicked out with no other opportunity to apply for a shelter. Look at this. It says New York City won't offer right to shelter to some immigrants after 30 days in deal with advocates. Here's the reason why. Right now, if you are 23 years of age or older, you only have 30 days. That's it. It is 30 days in a shelter, and then you have to go find your own place. If you are 23 years of age or younger, then you are considered one of the younger, the youth. And so then you have 60 days. So a little bit of a difference. Now, I want to show you something. Okay? Because what's happening right now is we are seeing so many people are struggling just to find a place to live. But we are now hearing concerns from police officers that there are very big concerns in these shelters. Just look at this. This is from yesterday. It says Migrant Mayhem. New York City shelter guard hurt as 5 illegals attack another in his bed. It says Randall's Island migrant shelter plagued by violence. This is happening all over the United States. The only difference is sometimes you hear the stories, other times you don't. In most cases, if you go and look on X, or what was previously called Twitter, you're going to see a lot of these different stories that people are posting and look at, hey, this is what's happening in our city and in our shelters. But mainstream media is only going to pick up the big ones. Now, I want to bring you a quick little update here, okay? And here's the update. First off, New York City is spending $387 per month on each migrant, okay? That is according to Mayor Eric Adams, but he's trying to slash spending. Here's the problem. People continue to make their way to New York because if they get into Texas, then Texas will bus them or fly them into New York, to Denver, which is a quick little bus ride away, take them up to Chicago, and here's the problem. Now, I was watching a few videos over on X, and this is one that I came across, okay? Now, I can't remember the exact video, but I wrote down what the person said. And this is what one of the migrants said. She said, 30 days is not enough time to find a place to live. I don't have papers to work, so I can't make money. If I don't have money, then what do I do? Then she went on to say, we were promised a free place to live, but now they took it all away from us. We were also promised work papers, but they keep telling us to wait. They can't trick us into coming here and then they take everything away. It's not fair. Now, what I can tell you is this is happening all over the US. Is we are seeing certain states like California are offering low-income migrants. They are going to get free health care. We're seeing in many sanctuary cities, they get a free place to stay, free food, free education, right? Some even get free transportation. You get a free permit to go and ride the city buses wherever you want to go. That is something that many people here in the United States are questioning, well, what about us? What about citizens and taxpayers? Well, we don't get to ride the bus for free. We don't get a free place to stay. That's the problem. And this is why some cities, Chicago, New York, they're both offered to send people from their city to other places. Just leave. Get out of here. Even the mayor of Denver is saying that it's going to become very difficult to live in Denver. Because what's happening is they are trying to send people to other cities, even other countries. They will buy a one-way ticket to another city, to the Canadian border, to another country, just to get you out of their city. Just look at this, though. This is from New York. It says almost no New York City migrants are accepting free plane or bus tickets after shelter evictions. This is from about a month ago. That's what's happening. Now, here's what I can tell you. I was reading another article again this morning, and this is what they're worried about. So this is what's happening in other cities. Okay? People come to a certain city, and they expect certain amenities. They expect a place to live, some food, maybe healthcare. They expect a job, right? They expect a better life. But then the city runs out of money due to the amount of migrants coming in at a specific time. There's a problem. Now they have to cut costs. They either have to increase the revenue that's coming in or the amount of money coming into those programs, or they cut costs. That's what they're doing. They're cutting costs. And the way they do that is they change the policy. So just like New York City, where they offered people free shelter, come to New York City, we got you, we'll take care of you. Thousands and thousands of people show up in New York City, and then they realize there's not enough places to sleep, there's not enough beds. There's no work permits coming, there's no papers. You don't go to this office and they just hand you a work permit and you start working the next day. That's not how it works. The Biden administration said that they're going to expedite this, but it takes time. It takes time that many migrants don't have. They were expecting to come into the U.S., start working on day one. Well, that's not the way it works. And this is why some are saying that people are coming to these cities and then they're getting hit with these new policies. For example, in New York City, where anybody over the age of 23, you got 30 days. 30 days in a shelter, max. That is it. You cannot reapply for another 30 days. That's different than what it was 2 months ago, 3 months ago. That's part of the problem. But I bring this to your attention for one main reason. Experts now believe what is happening in New York City is going to start to flow outward, because it's happening in New York City, it's happening in Chicago, it's happening in Denver, it's happening over in California as a state, as a whole, not just specific cities, in California. So once this starts to spread, it goes from California outward and hits Nevada, hits Arizona, which it kind of already is, hits Oregon and Washington and other states. It's going to go from bad to worse in a hurry. So just understand, even though all these things are happening in these specific cities, experts believe it's going to spread, and once it starts, this will not stop. So we'll see what happens moving forward. I promise I will be here every step of the way. I'll fill you in on all the latest news and updates, but that is what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.